Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off to give the highest honor, glory, and all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who teach and do well and taught me the truth out of the Bible, and amongst other things, peace and salutations to the hopefully elect scattered to all four corners of the earth, my fellow laborers who push in His work and word in truth and sincerity all across the globe. Shalom. This your brother Talmayat Shal HaKwadash from the GMS Holland branch, coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And I hope it is edifying and straight to the point. Khan. So yeah, man, you see it here on the, on the screen, Project 2030 NWO, leaving no one behind. You see, and this is what they cooking up. These devils, the powers that be, they are in haste, to perform the enterprise. And we're gonna dive into it, and I think I'm gonna call this video the grid for the MOTB, something in that effect. I don't know really how I'm gonna call it yet. The grid for the MOTB is being rolled out, and it is here. Something in that effect, Maybe I'm gonna adjust the title, but something in that effect, because this is the grid that they are rolling out. Because all roads are leading to the MOTB, because that is what that is what was prophesied by the Apostle John, man. You see, on the island of Patmos, he saw all these things, man. He knew, like, hey, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yashai, he was getting these visions and he was seeing it, what was going on. And we are in those times, man. People don't believe us. They call us fear mongers. And, people think that this ain't going to happen. But it is clear, man. And especially some of these Israelite groups who are still gainsayers. And, like, we always think that they took the back. A lot of them took the back. And we still, because the things that they are teaching and how they go against, the prophecies, man. But hey, yes, some have to, some men, some Israelites really also have to gainsay, these are the ones, who teaching for strife and for vain things, man, you see, and they have to be here also. But, let me go back to the matter of hand, we're entering these times, man, and let me start with the scripture, and then I'm going to play a plethora of videos. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12. Let me go straight to the point. And verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. And that's why they are in a hurry, in a haste, to perform the enterprise and to, lay down the grid for the MOTB, man. You see, because why? It's the Lord who's doing that, man. You see, He's stirring up the minds of these elect of Salakia, of the stirring up the minds of the powers that be, to perform the enterprise, man. What? To fulfill prophecy, because that is what they are doing. You see, so. That's why the Lord said, hey, man, you see, we have to rejoice. When we are seeing these things, we are rejoicing, because why? We are a step closer to near salvation, man. You see? So if we see in that, we be in rejoicing. But we know He's going to come down with great wrath, you see? Because, and the devil, we always go into that, because people always get offended. You devil. Yeah, devil. And what is devil? What devil? What is the meaning of devil? Salakia goes in the Greek word diablos, and goes in prone to slander, slanderous, accusing falsely, a calumniator, false accuser, slanderer, and that is what he's doing. And this metaphorically applied to a man, you see, so a man, he that come in after the works of Satan, and that is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, metaphorically applied to a man who, by opposing the cause of the Heavenly Father, may be said to act the part of the devil or to side with him. Salakia, you see? And that is what they are doing, man. Diablos, man. You see? He's siding with the devil, man. He comes after the works of Satan, you see, and that is what we see in front of our eyes, and they don't hide it anymore, man. You see. So let me go to the video, a plethora of videos. Bear with me, and we're gonna go to the scriptures also. So bear with me.
My ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID.
My ministers will also proceed the introduction of digital ID that will modernize how citizens interact. Every element of the nation's energy, defense, and economic security will be tested. My government will take urgent action to tackle anti-Semitism and ensure all communities feel safe.
It's so over.
We have a unique but rapidly...
Yeah, so, quickly, because we all know, brothers, elders, the apostles, elders, and the Akim Down made a lot of videos about this, that King Charles, so-called King Charles, I have to say it like that. He was talking about, about the digital ID that is going to be implemented, you see. But if you was listening further, he also said, that go to, he pulls the anti-systemic card. He said everybody that's going to speak against them, we know what we're talking about. If you speak up against them, you're also you're gonna be in a lot of problems, you see. And together with the digital ID, because they see that everybody's against them. You see it on the internet, people are protesting, so everybody that is go against them or say something about them, you're gonna get fined, or maybe gonna be throw in jail. Or with the digital ID, you don't have no access to nothing anymore, because that is what they want. So they have control over that. So what you are saying, your speech, everything. And with the digital ID, it's gonna be much easier to control that, you see. So that's why that's very important. He said also, anti-systemic. When you talk something about the tiny tops, you're gonna have a problem. You see. So the next video, you see King Charles and Klaus Schwab saw the sea pandemic as a window of opportunity for a great reset, and that is what they would say for themselves, man. So this is nothing of my mouth, this is what they say by themselves, man. These people, man, this guy that you see over here, the so-called king.
Drinking window of opportunity to learn lessons and reset ourselves on a more sustainable path. It is an opportunity we have never had before and may never have again. So we must use all the levers we have at our disposal.
A unique opportunity to reset our global agenda. So let's use this window of opportunity.
Now is the historical moment, the time, not only to fight severe virus, but to shape the system.
The place that India leads,
So you see it, man. They speak with one mouth, man. They are on one accord, So you King Charles, they're all on board, man. You see. And mainly when you really, go dig deep, then you're gonna know that everything is controlled from England, because you have the Rothschilds over there, you see. So that is really their agenda, and it's being steered by them. But they are rolling all these things out, and now you see that crisis upon crisis. You have the Ebola, now the Hunter virus, we call it the Hunter virus, and war. The Strait of Hormuz is closing. They're talking about the energy lockdown. So that is called a polycrisis. And let me look that word up, what that means. Polycrisis, meaning a polycrisis describes a situation where multiple distinct global or local crises or local crises such as economic, environmental, political, and health crisis occur simultaneously. Crucially, these crises intertwine and amplify one another, and that is what you see. And and people because a lot of people are really desensitized by everything what is happening. So because of the C, about the C, by the C-19, people really don't buy in it anymore like before, so they have a hard time to push in these things. But hey, you never know, man. They can release something, and really lock things down, so you don't know what they are doing, but they are cooking these things up, like we are saying. They have about a short time, so they have to throw in some of these events, like we see in the, they never let the good crisis go to waste to implement their draconian laws, man. You see, uh, yeah, basically, creating a combined impact that is far more devastating than the sum of their individual effects. Yeah, because energy crisis, okay, people still continue to do the thing. Now with this, with the Hunter virus, and now they said the Ebola outbreak, and they cooking up things, to amplify, that fear, in the people. But yeah, people are really a little bit numb, man, about for all these things, and a lot of people don't take it anymore, and they see that, hey, all these things are being cooked up by these elites, and mainly through the internet, they are really being exposed, and that's why they're gonna really lock that down, and that is gonna go with the digital ID. When they have that implemented, then then they can control the narrative, because now they're really losing that info war. That is what it is. You see, so because people are figured it out, like the word that hanta, really, what it means in the Hebrew. Wait, bear with me. And this is what they try to do to control the narrative, and you already see it, because the AI overview really said that this was, means scam fraud, and now they already, yeah, you see they already controlled it. I don't think I made the screenshot because I want to show you that this is what it really meant, but also, they see that, hey, people are onto them, so they they come in with the fact checkers and blah blah blah, but it is, and they and they pulled, yeah, it is away, and now they said this conspiracy and blah 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 and anti-systemic, you know so let me get it. Maybe I have the screenshot, because nowadays you have to be quick making screenshots, because they're gonna alter everything to control the narrative. Yeah, there you have it. AI overview. This was from a week ago. The Israeli slang hanta, and this is really Hebrew, means a scam, a lie, nonsense, or a load of bull. It is a collegial, something like that, term used to dismiss a story or situation as completely fake, similar to calling something BS in English. It is not formal Hebrew, but rather modern slang, often confused with the virus due to social media. You see, but they say it, man, that Hanta means nonsense, fabrication, scam, fraud, or garbage. You see, and now they put it away. You see, they totally scrubbed it away because people was looking into it, and now they said that it's conspiracy. But hey, like all these so-called conspiracies, about climate lockdown and all energy lockdown and digital IDs, all these things. They also every time was saying that this is a conspiracy, and look at you now, man. You see. So yeah, the thing is, man. So let's replay this one with the Billy Goat. What he's saying, man, because this is what they're planning, man. This is what they want, man.
Leads, but there's a lot more that all of you can be involved in driving forward, is this digital public infrastructure. No country is more able to take government benefits and get them out efficiently and effectively to their citizens than India. You would have expected rich countries or others to do that, but in fact, they did not. And so that basic structure that starts with identity and bank accounts and payments is just foundational. And as part of this visit, I'm now seeing how that foundation built out in agriculture with profiles of farmers to understand what they need and give them advice. Built out with health records, so that only with infectious diseases, but the challenge that's coming in the future.
So you see these people are really crazy, man. You see, they are coming after the work of Satan. If you cannot see that, then yeah, something is wrong with you, man. You see, because this is gonna be hell, really hell, when they start to implement these things, man. And that's why they want to leave nobody behind. And if you are not gonna comply to what they are have in store for you, you will eat the bugs, all the things that they have in store for you. You eat too much red meat, this, that, and tell you what to do, and you don't gonna comply. Hey, you are gonna be unuseful for the system, so they're gonna really X you out. You see? And that's why, yeah, like they say, man, you ain't gonna participate in the society if you ain't gonna comply with what they gonna bring for you, man. And that is gonna be that hour of temptation that is gonna come upon the world. You see?
The Prime Minister says we must have digital ID. That's the way we'll stop illegal immigration. Well, think about it. Germany has ID cards, strict ID and checks. It's made no difference at all in Germany, and nor will it here. All that digital ID will be is a means of controlling the population, of telling us what we can and can't do, of fining the innocent. And didn't we see it all when we had the pandemic, when you had to have vaccine ID to travel, to do various things? Did that stop the COVID pandemic spreading? Did it? Hell, all it did was put cost and inconvenience on everybody else. I also worry about massive data banks being held by the government, being hacked by foreign governments, by private companies, by criminals. I do not see a single benefit to the government having digital ID other than them controlling what we do, what we spend, and where we go. And we, in Reform, are wholly opposed to it in every single way.
Refuse the digital ID, people. Right? We literally did a whole petition for this, saying we did not want this. Yeah? So many names. And now, no. Refuse.
Yeah, so I think she's from England, and in England they had a petition, with a few million, how you say it, a few million, they signed the petition, and still they pushing it, because why? This is what has got to happen. It is all of the Lord, man. It's, you think that they are, doing it, but it's really the Lord, because why? This got to happen, man. And that's why we are prophesying that these things will happen, man. You see? So let me go to the scripture, and we're going to play this further. Bear with me. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2. And let me start with verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for the appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Yeah, and all these things that we see and what is happening, it will surely come and it will not tarry. That means, it will be accomplished what the Lord said to do, man. You see, it maybe takes a while. People thinking like, this ain't gonna happen. Yes, this is gonna happen, man. All through the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. You see? And now we are entering these times that these things are becoming really facts. You see? And people start to see in it. Even people that don't really believe in the Bible, man. You see, a lot of people start to see like, hey, man, there is some truth what is in the Bible, you see? We are heading to these times, man. We are heading towards Revelation 13 and 16, man. You see? because that is the major prophecy that is have to happen, man. And it's gonna really it's going to accomplish what the Lord said, man. Matter of fact, let me get it, man. The whole time I'm quoting it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, and it reads, let me go straight to the point. And verse 11, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. You see, so, and this is the words of the Lord, man, that the MOTB gonna happen, man. You see, one of the major prophecies, man. You see, John the Revelator saw it clearly that this is what is gonna happen. Because why? These are the words of the Lord, man. You see? So these things are gonna happen, man. Nobody can turn this back. You see? You can make petitions what you want, and do whatever you want, but the Lord said that this is gonna happen, and this is the beginning. That's why, I make the title, I call it like the grid. The MOTB rollout is here. You see, the grid is laid down, man, for it, man. So we can see it, man. The MOTB rollout is here, and it's gonna start with the digital ID, and gradually they're gonna roll you in and make it mandatory that you gonna accept that CHIP, man. That is really what it is, because that is where all the roads are gonna lead to, man. You see, and you cannot stop it, and that is gonna be really the hour of temptation, man. You see. So we are reporting these things, That's why we was reading in Habakkuk that we're standing on our watch. You see, because this is the Lord's will, man. It will happen. Though it tarry, all these things will happen, man. You see? So let me read it again. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for the appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So, and surely, it's just for sure it will happen, man. Not if, maybe, no, it will happen. Though it takes a little bit time, but this will happen, man. Prophecy will be fulfilled. The MOTB is gonna roll out, man, and the Lord is putting it in the minds of these the powers that be to accomplish His will, man, because everything is the Lord's will, man. For prophecy's sake, it has to happen. You see, and nobody can bend it. You see, and that is what it is, man. Matter of fact, let me get also Isaiah again, chapter 46. And let me go straight to the point. And verse 10, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure, because this is the Lord's pleasure, man. He does what he wants, man. This is his movie. Theos. When you go to the Greek, where you go to the word God in the Greek, it is theos, theater. It is the Lord's movie. You see? Nobody, can alter the script. This is the Lord's movie, man. You see? So let me read it in the NLT. Only I can tell you the future before it even happens. Yeah, because the Lord, this is his movie, man. He wrote this whole script already. The game is rigged, like we always said, man. You see? Everything I plan will come to pass, for I do whatever I wish. Yes, the Lord does whatever He wish, man. You see, this is His movie, and nobody can say, and go against that is a mean God, because you have a lot of people who really, they cannot understand it, because that's why the Lord said also, and it was in the chapter before, in Isaiah chapter 55. His thoughts are not our thoughts, man. You see, that is what it is. His thoughts are far beyond everybody, man. You cannot imagine and fathom what the Lord is thinking and how He does things, man. Even when you look at the snowflake and you put it in under a microscope, the structure and everything that how it is created, you cannot imagine, man. the way that the Lord operates, man. So how you want to, try to be and think what the Lord what He's doing is not fair and blah blah blah, man. Man, stop it. You see? So that is basically what it is, man. And all these prophecies have to come to pass, man. You see? It is the Lord, and He ain't gonna, alter the script. That is what it is, man. Because everything has to go according to how He said it. It has to be done. Because then the Heavenly Father is a liar, and let every man be a liar, and the Lord not. The Lord, everything that He says is gonna happen. You see? He's never gonna lie. If he said this is the how you say the algorithm for prophecies, that this is gotta happen first, then the Israelites gonna go in captivity, in the land of the captivity, they're gonna remember themselves, and it's not gonna be there before that, man. Everything is the algorithm of the Lord, man. You see? That the remnant is gonna prophesy all these things that the Lord said. It's happening. It's happening. You see? The great awakening, the valley of the dry bones, all the things we see, and then this is the correct order, because the Lord is not the Lord is has said that everything has to be done in decency and order. So He will, alter or disorder, of upset prophecy. He ain't gonna do it. Esau tried to do it, but he sees that he really is not in control of it. You see, and he doesn't seize it because why? He's a proud man. You see. But everything is in the Lord's order, man, and nobody can alter it. Matter of fact, let me get this script. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 4, and verse 37. By measure had he measured the times, and by number had he numbered the times, and he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. Yeah. And that is the algorithm of the Lord, man. You cannot upset prophecy. The Lord ain't gonna move a finger. He ain't gonna break a sweat to alter things, man. You see, this is how the Lord set everything in order, and this have to happen, man. You see, that is what it is, man. So the Lord never gonna change things, man. Only what He's doing is speeding up the time for the elect's sake, because why? He sees that, hey, He has to move. The Lord is working now, but He ain't gonna upset prophecy. You see? Matter of fact, let me get it. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24. Let me go straight to the point. And verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Yeah, and the Lord is shortening the days. Everybody is complaining about how fast time is going, man. You see? And you see it, man. You see, before you at camp at Saturday, and you're going to your work, and before you know, man, it is already a Friday and Saturday, and you have to go to camp, and that is really something that I was talking with the brother, also with one of the brothers, and that is really the only thing that you're looking forward to do this work for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. All the other things really in life is vanity, man, and that is real, man. We have to do it, but it is really vanity, man. Really, to the work for the Lord is the best thing, man. You see, we're looking forward, man, to prophesy, and have that comfort, man. You see, we can speak with brothers and, be among the brethren and talk about, the things that we went through during the week, and, in Babylon. And that is the best thing, man. You see? So the Lord is speeding up the time for the elect's sake, and we can clearly see it, man. That's why we see everything, poly crisis, this, that happening. The digital ID grid is being prepared. So this is what the Lord is doing, man. You see? So let me go back to the videos, and we're gonna go also to scriptures, man.
Refuse it. Refuse it. We don't want it, so refuse it. Whatever way they try and get this ID, or they try guilt trip you, or try manipulate it to get in this digital ID, do not do it. Don't do it. Get whatever resources you need from now. Yeah? Because I, for one, ain't opting for no digital ID. This is just getting too much now. It's clear that we do not have any say in our lives, our own lives. They don't give a shit. They make all the rules. Oh yeah, well, if you do this petition and you get a certain amount of numbers, then yeah, we can look into it and blah, 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 blah. No, that's never been the case. The way I see it, the decision has already been made. It was already made. But now it's up to us, the actual people, they're trying to friggin' put this on. Refuse that shit. Because I know I flipping will be.
Have you noticed that King's speech? Just casually fucking slipped in there, the digital IDs are coming out. Get fucked. I ain't signing up to it. It's not happening. Not on my watch, flower. Add it up to the back teeth. You ride him, you little cunt.
Why would President Trump be taking all the tech giants, all the bank CEOs with him? All of these major CEO companies flew with President Trump to meet with Xi Jinping. So there are two major breaking stories today. If you're not caught up, I'm going to catch you up. First, let's start with international breaking news. In the United Kingdom, King Charles announced today that they are going to go full force with the digital ID infrastructure, which is going to take over the banking system along with your physical identity, your physical digital structure.
My ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID that will modernize how citizens interact with public services.
Basically, Starmer made it very clear at the beginning of this year that if you do not comply with this digital ID infrastructure that's going to be implemented, which was now validated by King Charles, that you are going to have a hard time getting socially verified. You understand? Socially verified, that if you do not verify yourself or comply with this system, you cannot participate in the society. Understand that part. President Trump did not travel to China alone. He took all the tech mongols, the tech giants, the big companies, banking infrastructure CEOs, BlackRock, all the creatures, the swamp of the deep state, like the people that we were supposed to drain. He took those vultures, those creatures are now leached on to the president, flew with him to China to meet with Xi Jinping. The same day that King Charles announces that digital ID will be going live soon.
And you see these the maggers, you know, they this is what they for, this is what they want. And hey, he duped everybody. He duped everyone, man, of them, man. You see, they thought that, you know, that their whiteness would be established, you know, and they lash out against Jake and do whatever they want again, bring back, you know, bring that whole thing back, you know. That is what they really was thinking, you know. So really to go back really to Jim Crow, really, you know. That is what Esau was thinking, you know. These lowercase, these lower Edomites, I have to say, you know. The regular schmegular Edomite, the red-blooded American. This is what they was thinking, man, because they really felt like, hey, Jake is taking over. It's a Jake over. You know, and they are duped, man, by their own elites, but always they're lashing out against Jake, you know, the southern and the northern tribe, you know, really the brown people, but the more really against, you know, the Israelites, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. They always are against you, man. You see that perpetual hatred, you see? And now they're getting duped, and now you see all videos coming out that Esau is crashing out, man. They see the kingdom is at the end, because we are at the end, man. The end of Esau's kingdom, man. You see? That is what it is, man. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. And they see that the kingdom is going down the drain, man. Their own elites, you know, they don't care about them. You see? Because the scripture said, he that is not that is not good to himself, to whom will he be good? Because Esau don't care, the elites of Esau don't care about their poor Edomites neither, man. They also want to get rid of them, man. And those that, so, you know, the truthers and those that go against the grain. Everyone that goes against, you know, what they try to implement their system, you know, if you are an Edomite, they also going to get rid of you, man. That is what you're going to be exiled out of society, you know, if you not want to comply to their agenda. You see? But let me play further, man.
What is the one thing that China has mastered in the past century? If you've been following the meetings in Davos, you are going to understand that Klaus Schwab himself said every single nation needs to look to China when it comes to digital surveillance and one.
Yeah, and Moab, the Chinese, they also, because they want to follow after the model and have, they want to follow after the model of Babylon, of Esau, man. You see? That's why the Lord said also, like, why do these heathen rage? All of them, man, because they are raging, thinking that they're going to be next up. You see? But they are mistaken. The Lord Yahweh Shai and Yahweh Shai and the elect of Israel, it is Israel's time, man. You see? Under the rulership of Yahweh Shai, he is going to take the kingdom, man. He's the kings of kings, man. He's going to take all these governments down, and it's going to be the government of Yasharallah on this earth, man. You see? It's going to be the Lord's kingdom, man. It's going to be heaven on earth. That is going to happen. Nobody's going to be next up. Only Yahweh Shai and the Israelites, man. That is the new kingdom to come, man. You see? So they're raging, man. Matter of fact, let me get it real quick, man. Let me get it real quick. This is Psalms chapter 2 and verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. And that is really what these heathens are thinking, man, that they can, do away with the Lord. You see? Let me read it in the NLT, man. Verse 3. Let us break their chains, they cry, and free ourselves from slavery to the Heavenly Father, man. And that is what they really are try to do, man. They try to accomplish that they are going to be free from the Heavenly Father, but it's not going to happen. You see, that is that vain imagination that they have, man, that they really think that they have free will and can do whatever they want and really go against the Heavenly Father, man. You see? Because they see it as a form of slavery. Because why? They know when the Israelites are going to take over, it is done for them, man. You see? So that's why Psalms 83 said that they are confederate together, man, with one consent to get the Israelites, the seed of Jacob, to get them out of the way, man. You see? He, in the King James Version, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision. You see, because the Lord laughs at them, man. That they're foolish and thinking that they will accomplish their plan. No, we was reading it. The Lord, the word of the Lord, his plan, that will be accomplished, man. Not of a meat puppet. Nothing is they gonna accomplish, man. Only the plan of the Lord is gonna be accomplished. And the scripture said the deceived and the deceiver are his, and they are being deceived. They are merely are used for the agenda of the Lord, man. You see? And then the Lord is gonna toss you away, man. That is what is gonna happen, man. You see? So the Lord is gonna get them, man, for that, man. You see? The Lord is laughing at them, man. So let me go back to the video, man. Salakia.
Single nation needs to look to China when it comes to digital surveillance and one governing system transition into the new world order. Our president, who was supposed to drain the swamp, has taken the swamp with him to China to negotiate and broker deals on behalf of the American people. And these deals, I tell you, my friend, are going to involve the digital infrastructure surveillance system. You can take that to the bank.
So this is from God Rules, and this was last week. We have 60 major CEOs all joining Trump's, and these are all technocrats on his trip to China. Are they planning to model the West after what China has done with their social credit digital ID system? Yeah, China is spearheaded with this technology, like we were seeing, that Klaus Schwab is praising. Well, I believe we got our answer today. First, we had King Charles saying that they are going to implement the digital ID. This is just a few more months after they passed the Online Safety Act, um, which forced people to attach their IDs to their online accounts so they could then persecute those with wrong think, you see, within the UK. Seeing some of these absolutely shocking dystopian videos now coming out of China, this should wake you up. If you want to merely get out of the small region of the city, you must scan your digital ID. Yeah, 50-minute city. So this is what they're going to do, man. They're going to give you credit if you comply, and you're going to get more credit. You're going to get more wiggling room. They're going to tell you what to eat, because why? You're going to pay for carbon. And in the Dutch, they already are pushing this, that this is what they are consent, with, everybody, every one of them, man. They are all working together, the powers that be, and they are oppressing the people, man. You see? But they see that in the West, it is harder to do than, what they're doing already in China, man. You see? Uh, if you said something wrong online, ran a red light, etc., you could be banned from moving freely within your city. You can also be banned from buying groceries, which I also show in this video. You see, so this was from Twitter, from the account from God Rules. And this is basically what they are, this is going to be that grid that they are creating. And they're going to tell you, you have to put something in you, man. The surveillance under the skin, like your boy Swap and Youthful Harari was saying, man. You see? The Batiman. You see? This is what they are doing, man. This is what they are doing, man. This is what they are creating. This. You see? And it's going to lead to the MOTB, man. So, if we go to the next post, this is from, this is also for God Rules. Knowing that BlackRock now owns most of the data centers in America and is also head of the WEF and is joining Trump on his trip, while also having speakers talking about ushering in the digital ID. This should make it very clear what they are planning for our future. In this video below, I show you the evidence and what they are now doing. Okay. So yeah, you see Larry Fink, all them, all of them. Elon Musk. You see, so also the name Jacob Coco.
The World Economic Forum founder and chair Klaus Schwab praised China on Chinese state television. He said, and I'm quoting him, "The Chinese model is a very attractive model," end of quote.
I think we should be very careful in imposing systems, but the Chinese model is certainly a very attractive model for quite a number of countries.
It would, according to a piece by conservative Scott Powell, mean the end of sovereign states, the end of private property, and the remaking of the economy based on environmental, social, and governance rankings, the replacement of oil and gas with so-called green and sustainable sources of energy, the transformation of agricultural production, the replacement of traditional money with social credit score linked digital currency, and the requirement of universal health passports.
So let me go to scripture real quick. Let me get it. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 36 and verse 4, and it reads, He deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil. You see? And that is these devils, man. You see? They devised mischief on his bed. These devils, they they cannot, they even cannot sleep if they need to do something evil. Because why? He's wired like that, man. The Lord created him to be the wicked. You see? That's why he's doing all these things. That's why the earth is out of course. Everything is out of balance. Everything is evil, 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 wicked, evil, poisonous. Everything what this devil is doing is only destroying. You see, that's why he's also called as the son of perdition, man, destroying. You see, everything that he's touching is destroying. The air, barium. He spread barium spraying barium in the air. Polluting the food. How you call it? PFAS. PFAS in the clothing and your everything, man. You see, forever chemicals. All wickedness is done by whom? The so-called white man, Esau Edom. He's responsible for that, and he's the one who is the rulership. He creating all these devices, man. You see, all these wicked things, man, to destroy people, man. You see, it's only one who's responsible for that, man. You see. Like the elder Manat Sakba made the video about, like they said that the world would be better if a so-called white man was ruling it. Now, man, you see, you are ruling it right now. You are governing the earth. And look how you govern the earth, man. Total annihilation, destruction. The whole earth is sighing and crying, man. The animals, everything, man. Nobody is safe. You see? The son of perdition, man. I like the cartoon of man, and you see what they are really doing, man. And that's only really the Edomites are doing this, man. You see? And that's a fact. You see, matter of fact, let me go over here, my favorite scripture. One of my favorite scriptures, I have to say. This is Jeremiah chapter 13 and 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may you also do good that are accustomed to do evil. You see? These devils can only do evil because why? The Lord created them like that to do evil, man. They cannot do good, man. You see? That's why they are plotting and scheming constantly to hurt, man. That is their mind, because if they don't do it, they get in error. If he's doing good, that is an error. It is not possible. You see? Because why? He's wired like that, man. You see? He's accustomed to do evil. That is all what he knows. To do good, that is an error. It's a glitch, It's really, man. So let me go over here also. A precept on Psalms 36, what he was reading. This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. You see? When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. You see, and the elites, that is in the power of their hand. You see? Their eyes stand out its fatness in the book of Psalms, chapter 73. They are not in trouble like other men. You see? That's why they can do what they want, because why? They have it all. Oppressing, they speak lofty about oppression. You see? It is just something to do. Oppress people. Because that is what this is all going to lead to, man. In total digital oppression, man. You see? Slavery. Digital slavery. And you gonna comply onto them, because why? They want to read your mind. They want to know your thoughts. They want to create human in their likeness, really combating and try to get rid of Genesis, man, the creation of the Heavenly Father. And that's why the Lord is going to destroy these devils, man. You see? Because they're going too far, man. So verse 2, And they covered fields and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Yeah, that is what they're doing, man. You see, they're constantly oppressing people, man. You know, they taking. You see how they taking lands, and especially Israel, man. You see, constantly they are gearing up for war, taking lands, taking natural resources, creating havoc everywhere where they go, man. Look at Palestine. Look Libya. Look Iraq. Look everything where they go, man. Look what they did in America, man, with the Native Americans, man. Look what they did. That is what they are doing. They are known from that, man. For that, man. You see, conquering, destroying, oppressing. You see, that is what they do, man. And your heritage, man. Everything that you have now, you are now black. We call you black now. You are black. You see, a void of light. What? You are an Israelite? No, you're black. You're a Hamite. You're an African. You see, that is what they are doing, man. Because why? They can. You see, that is what they do. They take everything that you have, man. You see people, other countries are now want their possessions back, and they say to you like, hey, this in our museum. You ain't gonna get it back. You can look at it, but you ain't gonna get it back. Oh, it's heritage from your family. They don't care about that. They oppress, they steal, because the Edomite is only coming to steal. He don't leave you with nothing, man. You see? So let me read it in the NLT verse 1. What sorrow awaits you who lie awake at night thinking up evil plans. Yeah, and these devils are constantly scheming, thinking about to do evil. You see, you rise at dawn and hurry to carry them out simply because you have the power to do so. Yeah, and these devils have the power to do these things, man. You see? So let me jump to King James verse 3. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise a evil from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. You see? Because this family, and where we go to that word family in the Hebrew, let me look it up. Let me look it up. Let me see if I can get it. The word family. Sometimes I have to. Let me see. Family. The word family goes to the Hebrew word mashapach. Mashapacha'a, and it goes in outline of biblical usage: clan, family, this family, tribe, people, a nation, the Edomites. You see? Species, kind, aristocrats, and it is also the families, the Rothschilds, the Red Shields, the red people, the Edomites, and especially the aristocrats, because they are the ones that are responsible for doing this. They go in slavery, but as a whole, the whole nation of Edom will go into slavery, man. You see? That is what is going to happen, man. But it's going to start with the aristocrats, with the elites, the so-called nobles from the Edomite family. You see, in the strong definition, a circle of relatives, figuratively, yeah, the whole, all the dukes of Edom, they're going to go into slavery, man. Figuratively, a class of persons, a species of, no, by extension, a tribe or people, family, kindred, you see? So that is basically what it is, man. So they're going to go into captivity. Thus saith the Lord, man. You see? Matter of fact, this is the family that the Lord is talking about, the Edomite family, man. Let me get it. Let me get it real quick. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1. And let me go straight to the point. And verse 4. And it reads, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. And the people, the Edomite, the family, those people, you see, the tribe, the Edomites, against whom the Lord had indignation for ever and ever. You see? So let me look up that word impoverish. Let me look it up. Because it said we are impoverished. Let me look it up in the Strongs and in the outline of biblical usage. Let me see. Let me see. Impoverished goes to the Hebrew word rashas, and in the outline of biblical usage, to beat down, shatter, to beat down, to beaten down, and yeah, they are beaten down. You see, and when we go in the Strong's definition, to demolish, impoverish. But when we look up the word impoverish, let me look it up in the meaning. Yeah, let me go to the etymology of that word. Impoverish goes into early 15th century. Impoverishen, from Old French impoveris, stem of impoverir, from impover, poor, see poor. In the same sense, Middle English had some also impover. Early 15th century, from Old French impoverir, also impoverish, made poor. You know, they was made poor, and this goes back when they was ruling, in the Romans, like the Romans, you know. Then the Holy Roman Empire came. That Jake took it over, you know, and Jake ruled for 1,000 years, and then they came back. You see, that say they built up the desolate places, and that happened in the Renaissance. And Renaissance means, you know, there was the resurrection, really, you know, of the Edomite Empire again, man. You see, the Renaissance. Poor, impoverished. Yeah, basically that's it. Where you go to the meaning. Let me put meaning. Impoverished, a verb that means to make someone poor, to deplete the strength, richness, or quality of something. It comes from the Old French. Yeah, we was reading that. Reducing to poverty, and that was really what was happening, man. You see, there was deplete, you know, the strength. They didn't have the power anymore what they had in the Roman Empire. But then that was that wound that was under the beast, and that was healed. You see, when they said they came back, you know, built up the desolate places, then that wound was healed. You see, so that is what it is, man. So I also want to go to this word. Let me see. I want to also get this one. Let me see. Salakia, bear with me. Let me see. There's some words I want to get in also. You know, because there was make poor, but I want to get this word. The border. And the border goes into the Hebrew word gabal. Gabawal, Salakia, Gabawal. And Gabawal, border means territory, border, territory enclosed within the boundary, region, territory of darkness. And Esau Edom is the territory of darkness. Yeah, man. In the strong definition, as twisted, EI by implication, a boundary by extension, the territory enclosed, the border bound coast, great landmark limit quarter, yeah. That's basically what it is, man. You see the border of wickedness, man, the territory of darkness. You see? And Salakia, I would still want to get another word out, and that is that word wickedness. Wickedness goes in the Hebrew word Rashai, Salakia, Rashai. And Rashai, outline of biblical usage, wickedness, guilt, wickedness in civil relations. Let me go straight to the point. Wickedness, ethical and religious. And that is Esau Edom, man. And let me go to the root word. Rashai goes into in the outline of biblical usage, wickedness and ethical relations. But when you jump down to strong definition, a wrong, especially moral. Yeah, and that is what he is, man. Iniquity, wickedness, Esau, Edom, man, the so-called white man. That is what the Lord's talking about. And this is with the capital W, if I'm correct, in the text. If I'm correct. No. Thought that it was with the capital W, the border of wickedness. Yeah. So I'm also want to get it with indignation. And indignation, Zais, if I'm correct, Sais, and it goes into to be indignant, to denounce, express indignation, be indignant. And what is indignant? Indignant meaning, because I get it in the Dutch. This is indignant means feeling or showing anger because something you perceive as unfair, unjust, or wrong. It describes a righteous, principled type of anger, a righteous anger, you see, often mixed with surprise rather than just being generally mad. So that is the Lord, man, that indignation. He got that righteous anger against them. You see, the Edomites, man. You see? So that is basically what it is, man. So let me see some more in it. To express indignation in speech, denounce, curse. Yeah, and they are also hey, matter of fact, let me get it real quick, man. Let me get it. Because they are also the people of the Lord's curse, man. If I'm correct, Isaiah 34. You see? And verse 5. And this is when Yahweh Shai is going to come back, man. The second coming of the Lord, man. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. And Idumea is the Greek word to say Edom. You see? And upon the people of my curse to judgment. You see? So that is the people of the Lord's curse for judgment, man. You see? So they are the Lord hates them, man. You see? So the Lord, they have righteous indignation against them, man. That is what it is, man. So yeah, man. So let me go back to the videos a little bit, and then I'm gonna close out. So yeah, let me go back to the video. So this is also from X, formerly known as Twitter, from Illuminati. But in China, citizens require biometric digital ID verified by facial recognition cameras to leave their neighborhood zones. And somebody sent me also a video about in the Netherlands that they gonna triple double the of course double. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they're gonna put all cameras over here, facial recognition, AI cameras and all that. And I know in Spain they also have these cameras implemented. So yeah, the 50-minute cities is gonna be also one of the conspiracies that is gonna be facts very soon, man. You see, this girl keeps failing the facial verification process, so she's unable to leave her zone. Coming to the West soon if we allow it. Yeah, but you cannot stop it, man. This is gonna happen because it is gonna accomplish what the Lord wants, man. Because why? If this is happening, then prophecies are gonna be fulfilled. So the video is gonna play right now. This is in China. She can get out stuck.
I think Trump is entirely expendable. Yeah. The bankers put him in to get the control grid, and he's done an A-plus job of building it and persuading people to go along with it in high speed. And the conservatives, it's a uniparty. If you look at how that system works, every year the federal government has $6 trillion of expenses and $4 trillion of revenues. And that means $2 trillion comes from the central banking money machine. And so that's what controls. And the question is, how do you market and sell to the population the things you want to do? And so I think Trump, and I said this in 2024, was chosen by the New York Fed member bankers to basically get the control grid. His job was to persuade. So let's look at the control grid. There are three general baskets of what you need to do. The first is programmable money. The second is digital ID. To do programmable money, you require digital ID. And then the third is you need the hardware and the software infrastructure to do the social credit system and surveillance that you need to do those two things. And so you need all the data centers is the big one, but you also need a surveillance infrastructure and enforcement infrastructure to back it. So how do you persuade conservatives and people in the heartland to embrace building that infrastructure? The way you do it is you say, oh, we have election fraud, or, oh, we have an immigration problem, and so we need a digital ID to identify who everybody is so we can.
Yes, and she's right. Like we was going in by the beginning of this video, the poly crisis, because why? This is all being orchestrated by the elites, man. You see, to bring in that digital ID, but really to bring that infrastructure of transhumanism, man, and that's gonna lead to the MOTB. Total control. That is what they want. That is what they are aiming for. You see, away with the old. So they're creating all these crises. Immigration here in the Netherlands. You see they protesting against these migrants. They going to these centers. They're burning things, and one of these ministers was talking about we need really the military here to stop these protesters. So this is going to lead to what? Martial law, total control, because really they want you to go against them and start that sedition, because that is really what they want. That that the people are starting to get so angry and start this sedition. So then they're gonna be legalized and to send martial law and military and the AI robots or whatever they want to do, to implement it, to say, yeah, for peace and safety, you see, because that is what they want. They really want you to rebel. Sure.
have fraud. Now, remember, we had borders and elections before digital technology. So it's a bunch of hooey, but it works. And we need to put together a private army called ICE with detention centers all over the country who are free to enforce without constitutional protections in violation of the law to get.
Yeah, and your constitution, especially in America, it is gone, and in the Netherlands also. You know, people talk about you have freedom, democracy. That is all. You don't have it. You know, your so-called freedom is really gone, and it is only going to get worse. The cars from 2000, from 2027, the new cars, they're going to build a kill switch in it, you know, because they want to really limit your movement. You see, that's why they want everybody to drive electric, so they can do from everything from a distance and stop you and track you and trace you. That is what they want, man. You see, they want to limit you in a small environment that you cannot move, and when they tell you to move, you know, and that is gonna be, hey, Second Ezra, man, chapter 15, if I'm correct, man. You see, that is what is going to happen. People going to long for it. They're going to longing for it, to seeing somebody, a family who lives in another city. You know, they also already start to limit it, flying. You see, a lot of air because of the crisis, the energy. The kerosene and the crisis. They said, hey, people, a lot of airports, the planes ain't flying anymore. I know in America, Spirits, it's bankrupt. So this is gonna be that people are gonna be limited, to really to wiggle around like before, fly over there, go over there, drive over there, that is all gonna be a thing of the past. Everybody has to, like we were seeing what Billy Goat was saying, everybody has to, we don't gonna leave nobody behind. Everybody gonna have that digital ID where your a driver license is, your health, everything is gonna be stored on it, man. You see, so they can track and trace you. When you go online on the internet, you better don't say nothing about Billy Goat and the politics of all the wicked of evil plans that they are doing. You cannot say anything anymore. Then you see, because they control the narrative, and that is what they want. They are coming like peace and safety. We're doing this for you, for your own good. No, this is for the migrants, the things that they are creating. You see, and a lot of people gonna take it and swallow it, because they ain't going really. A lot of them still believe that these governments really are there for their good. You see, because you still have people who wave in the flag, and let me not say too much, man. But you know what I mean, man. You see, those are the same people who took the booster. Yeah, inside joke, but yeah, that is what it is, man. But yeah, you have to have those people too. You see, but that is what is going on, man. Because this man, this devil, is constantly, is constantly scheming and planning, man. You see, that is what he's doing, man. He that's why they have plans and thinking, was overthinking these things long time ago, man. This is not something new. This is what they already was cooking up a long time ago, man. You see, this is nothing new under the sun, man. So let me go to a scripture real quick. This is the book of Psalms. Yeah, man. Getting really tired also to see these devils wiggling around and do what they want. So yeah, it's time for us to go home, man. We're much closer to salvation, man, and we can see it because it is the end of this man's system, man. We clearly can see it, man. This is Psalms chapter 64. Let me start with verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares prayerfully. They say, who shall see them? You see? So, and that is what they're doing, man. They lay in all these snares, these traps, saying, take that digital ID. It's going to be good for you. and it's going to help us to combat migraines. This is this is how he's talking sweet. His words are smoother than butter. It's going to be for your own best state. They did the same in the C-19. Take that jab. It's good for you. You protecting somebody else. You've protected your grandma, your father, your mother. You see? And they said nobody sees us, and a lot of people didn't see what's going on. Now, because of repercussion and things what's going on, people are now a little bit skeptical, but still, you have a majority of people who still don't see it, man. You see? But yeah, that is what it is, man. Because why? The Lord didn't open up their eyes to see these things, man. You see, verse 6, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thoughts of every one of them, and the heart is deep. And the heart in the Hebrew means the mind, lap. You see? But their mind is deep. You see? They search out iniquity, man. They accomplish a diligent search. The scripture said in Ezekiel chapter 28, if I'm correct, he's wiser than Daniel, man. You see? This devil Esau Edom, he's wiser than Daniel, man. He accomplished a diligent search. That's why he's in his lab. He got his laboratories. You see these technocrats and everything in evilness, everything in wickedness. It doesn't really benefit the humans, the population. You see it, man. All this technology, all the things that he brought, it doesn't really profit the people, man. It doesn't profit the earth. It is only getting worse. You see? But that is that iniquity, the things that he's searching out, man. You see? Because why? Because man, if you want to tell a lie, let me say it like that, you have to know the truth. You see? And he knows. But he purposely is doing wicked, like we were saying. He cannot do otherwise than doing wickedly, man. You see? That is in his DNA, man. He's wired like that, man. You see? So let me go over here, the book of Isaiah. Salakia, I know, man, we are already like 1 hour further, but I have to bring this out. There's going to be a news and prophecy, Isaiah chapter 32. Because I was sitting on this like already like last week, I have to wanted to bring this out, but man, time's flying, like I was saying, man. The time is flying. You're doing all sorts of things, still occupied, in the scriptures, but still, man, I want to bring out this video, and finally I have find the time to bring out this video. So this is Isaiah chapter 32, and let me go straight to the point. Let me start with verse 5. The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. Yeah. You see, and let me go to the vile person, that word vile. Let me look it up. Salakia. Let me look it up. Vile person. Yeah, let me look it up. The word vile goes to Nabal, and in the outline of biblical usage, foolish, senseless, a fool. In a strong definition, it goes into stupid, wicked, especially impious. And what is impious? Let me look it up. Impious. Get it in the Dutch, Salakia. Impious. Impious is an adjective that means showing a lack of respect or reverence, especially toward Yahweh, religion, or religious figures. And that is Esau, man. You see? A vile person, man. You see? It describes actions, words, or attitudes that go against established religious or traditional beliefs, often coming across as irreligious, ungodly, or sinful. The man of sin. You see, he's being revealed. Esau Edom, man. That is him. It is him. Inside joke. You see, it is him. Impious, the foul person, man. Esau Edom. You see? So that's why we're looking up words, man. So now we got that established, the foul person. You see? And let me go to that word churl also. The word churl. It goes into kayale, and that goes into outline of biblical usage, goes into scoundrel, knave. Is scoundrel. And strong definition goes into the sense of withholding niggardly. He says that real nigger, man. You see, that is him, man. It's him. You see, so that's talking about him, man. He's that scoundrel, man, that knave, that nigger, man. That is Esau Edom. You see? Yeah. Well, this is the root word now. So let me go back, man, and read verse 6 for the because he is that really that scoundrel, man. You see? That goes against the man of sin, man. Verse 6, for the foul person will speak villainly, and his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy. Let me see, Salakia. And to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail, Salakia. You see? And that is what he's doing, man. He's practiced ungodliness upon the earth, man. You see? That is what he's doing, man. With his pseudoscience, everything switching upside down. That is Esau Edom, man. You see? This is what he's practicing, man. You see, he's that the man of sin, man, and he's being revealed in nowadays, man. People are looking at him like, hey, this man is the devil, man. You see, that is what it is, man. This man is coming after the works of Satan, man. You see, and that's why I was a little bit distracted, because I also wanted to go in verse 5. So lucky I'm all over the place, but I want to go also in verse 5 that he is no longer bountiful, you know. He's no longer bountiful, and bountiful goes in the Hebrew word shawai, and in the outline of biblical usage is independent, noble, free, rich, generous. So nobody's going to see him anymore like Mr. Generous. You see? He is so generous. You know, he's so generous on his peasants, on his you know, on his subjects. You see? No, nobody calls him anymore, because Esau Edom was wandering around the world that everybody wants to be him. You see the other nations, but nowadays people are seeing him like the scoundrel, you know, like the man of sin, you know, shameful spewing is upon his glory. Nobody believes him anymore, man. And that is what is going on now with him, man. You see? And noble, you see, he was noble. Everybody was looking at him like, oh, he is the, you know, to being white is everything to be like him. You see? But people seeing that he is really foul, you know, ungodly, the man of sin, a scoundrel. He's a fugitive. You see? He's a warmonger, a fornicator, you know, profane. And people are seeing that, man. You see? So liberal, opulent, Salakia. You see, people are looking also as, you see, yeah, basically that's it, man. You see, nobody looking at him like that anymore, man. You see, people are seeing him for what he is, man. He's really being exposed, man. So let me go back, Salakia. And also, I forget because at 5, these words, man, sometimes I forget. I also want to go in the word liberal. Liberal goes into the Hebrew word for liberal, goes into nadayap, and nadayap means in the outline of the biblical usage is to be noble, generous, the same. You see, as bountiful, incited, inclined, willing, uh, noble, princely in rank, because people was looking up to him, man. Noble, these elites, these to be as Esau was the world, even the lowest of the Edomites, they getting a pass, and the people was looking at him like he's the man. You see. Damn, homie, back in the days you used to be the man, homie. Look what has happened to you. Inside joke. Because now everybody's looking at you like, hey, what's happened to you, man? You are the problem of the earth. You see, people are looking at you. They aren't looking at you anymore as noble. You see, in the outline of biblical usage, properly, voluntary, generous. A generous man. Hence, let me look up this word because I butchered this word. I never heard of this word, so we're gonna look it up. Magnanimous, and it means describes as someone who is notably big-hearted, generous, and you see Jake standing here, because Jake is really like that, man. You see, generous and forgiving. That is really Jake, and Esau is not forgiving, man. You see. You see it, man. If somebody did something what to him, he's not forgiving. Esau wants war. He wants your blood. He's going to hunt you. We're going to seek and destroy them. You see, Esau is not forgiving, man. Especially toward a rival or someone they have defeated. It stems from the Latin words magnus. Okay, great. Yes, I know that word. And animus, soul. Yeah, Jake has that soul, man. Jake is like that, man. Jake is Jake is forgiving, and Jake, even though what Esau's doing, still Jake be like, hey, can Esau not be saved? Inside joke. But Jake is forgiven, man. Jake has that, man, in him, man. You see? But Esau's not like that, man. You see? He's foul, man. You see? But he was acting like he was like that, let's give donations to Africa. Meanwhile, you're plundering in the bad side. You are the one who's responsible, plundering everything. Let's have some charity for Africa. The people are suffering. They are hungry. Yes. Man, Esau, man. You see, but people are seeing right through your BS, man, that you are not like that, man. You are the opposite of that, man. So, Salaki, I have to bring that out, man. Let me read verse 6 again. For the foul person will speak felony, I'm tired, man. And his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy and to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fall. You see? And in the NLT, for fools speak foolishness and make evil plans. Yeah, his inward thoughts is deep. He constantly devising evil plans, man. You see? They practice ungodliness and spread false teachings about the Lord. Yeah, that is what they do in pseudoscience. The Christianity is also false teaching. You see? They deprive the hungry of food and give no water to the thirsty. And that is what they are doing, literally and also in the spirit, man, because this word is also living water, man. You see? We are thirsty for that living water, for the right words of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, man. You see? And finally, through the apostles, now we have it, man. You see? Not tainted. Now we are getting constantly nourished by the water and the food, man. You see? But these elites literally want to get rid of everything, like we're saying. They want you to eat the bugs, get your nutrients from all the crawling and creepy crawling things, things that it's an abomination for us to eat. So there is where they also are, how you say it, depriving the teachings of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh because, the Lord said we cannot eat these things. So you see that he is the man of sin, man. You see? The instruments of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak it right. Yeah, and where we speak it right, he don't want to. He don't want I want to say the prophets that are speaking rights. He don't want to hear that, man. You see. Then he point the finger that this is hate speech and this is that. That is what he's doing, man, with lying words. You see, he plotting, man, constantly, man. And let me go to the word instrument. Instruments. And the word is kalai. Kalai. And in the outline of biblical usage goes into article, vessel, implement, utensil. Let me see. I want to go straight to the point for time's sake. Implement a tool. Let me go to the word implement. Let me get it real quick. Implement means to put a plan, system, or policy into action. You see the instruments. So these plans and policies that he put together is the act of turning an idea or specification into practical reality. And this is what they're plotting and scheming, man. Devising evil devices that they are creating, you see? And that is put to plan or a system of policy into action, you see? All these things that you hear in the digital ID, the NWO, emerge man with machine, to have the same system, digital ID system of how you call it, credit score system, like in China, facial recognition. All these things are a plan, a system, and that is the word instrument. You see? So that is what it is in a strong definition. A vessel or a weapon, an apparatus. Yeah. Basically, that is it, man. To the point, man. You see, for time's sake. So you see, that is these policies that he put in play, man. The instruments also of the church are evil. They are all evil devices, man. You see, all evil policies. Draconian laws. You see, he devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak it right. And that is exactly what it is, man. You see, that is what this devil is doing, man. You see, but hey, man, he ain't gonna get far. He's only to set here to really to perform the Lord's enterprise, man, to perform prophecies, man, and his enterprise will stand and not your enterprise, Esau. You see? So, matter of fact, let me close it out with this for time's sake. I had a lot of scriptures, but I ain't gonna pull that out, man. I don't want to, I'm long-winded, I know, man, but yeah. I want to go to the nitty-gritty of things, man. This is Job chapter 5 and verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise, man. You see? So in the NLT, he frustrated the plans of schemers so the work of their hands will not succeed. Yeah, these devils will not succeed. They can go till so far, man. You see? And the Lord is going to put a stop onto it because he's going to send his only begotten son. And he gonna, eradicate these devils, man. That is what is gonna happen, man. When they're gonna scream peace of safety, matter of fact, I can close out with that. First Thessalonians, if I'm correct. Chapter 5. No. First Thessalonians, chapter 5. And verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Yeah, man. Because the Lord, hey, the Lord is gonna destroy them, man. When they're gonna say peace and safety, they think that they perform their new enterprise, that everything gonna go well. The Lord is gonna put a stop onto it. The game is already rigged, man. The Lord is using you to fulfill prophecy. That is the only thing, man. Like Job 20, Job chapter 20 said that, hey, man, when he's about to fill his belly, sudden destruction is going to come upon him, man. So you ain't going to succeed, man. Your hands are too short to box with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. That is what it is, man. So, yeah, man, Salakia, it was a little bit long, but yeah, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Mashai. So, with that, I want to give the highest honor, glory, and all praise to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rachak Kodash. Shalom.